Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Joe. Welcome back to SNES's Life. Tonight we're playing GP-1 Part 2. Obviously, as you would generally be able to tell by that name, this is a sequel to another game that we've previously already played, which was just GP-1. Taking a look at the box art, you got a pair of guys on motorcycles racing to the left. On the box art for GP-1, you had a single guy on a motorcycle racing to the right. So you can see they've become very, very creative. This is par for the course for most sports and racing titles at the time. It's just pictures of actual dudes racing strapped on a box. Looks fine. Gets the point across. Nothing special about the artwork or photography, though. Take a flip through the back real fast. 4 screenshots. Per usual. Every motorcycle racer's dream is to be the best. 17 courses across the world. You earn points. You can change up things on your handling, tire pressure, it looks like, frame, stuff like that. So this is a sim motorcycle racing instead of sim Formula 1. It does have dual screen, or 2-player split screen, which is nice. I don't think GP1 had a 2-player option. Bottom 2 screens there, you got your garage, and then you got your course selection on the right. I like those. Those look good. So, I mean, looks pretty stock standard thus far. Nothing terrifyingly impressive. I do have a manual. We're going to flip through this bad boy real fast. I like super bright colors. I love super bright colors. You do get a little bit of pixel artwork in there at the front. Mode selections, enter your names, pick a team, World Grand Prix. There's a time attack and a verse battle. You can change your controllers, the level of difficulty. I do like this. It gives you a kind of a sort of a rundown on the machines that are available there. And then you get a little shot of all the courses, which is nice. And these are not, this ain't NASCAR. These ain't oval, like, plain ass courses. There's a lot of turns on these things, which means there's going to be a lot of me coming in last. I do like that it gives you this here. This cornering technique. Press X and hold your machine while banking tight corners. It will help you shave seconds off. To get a rocket fast start, push your RPMs to the point just before the red line at the moment the signal light turns green. So you can kind of get a boost going. I mean, probably not a boost, but it's probably just the fastest way to go. These 3 racing trips illustrated below to cut more time. Brake going into the turn and hit the throttle right at the midpoint. Compound corners. S-curves. Try to go straight. Fair. So yeah, I think this is kind of a bit nice deal. They added in this technique stuff on trying to help you learn how to turn. And then obviously I love seeing... I like that Europe looks like a dude trying to do like muscles. Like muscles. But I went back and played a little bit of GP1 before this, just to kind of have a comparison basis. Now I voted GP1. Joey and I both played it, and we thumbed down on it. We didn't care for the gameplay, essentially. Like, the graphics were good. Like, the graphics actually were really good. Like, the animations, they did a lot of effort on making the biker turn and look great. It looked beautiful. But there was no music, par for the course on simulation games, on sports games in general. And so most of the sound, all the sound you really heard was the over and over again, or when you bump it, it's like conk, conk, conk. And then in the end, like it felt fast, which you want a racing game to feel fast, but it just wasn't very fun, which sadly is, again, in general, par for the course on simulation racing games with us. As you know, they got to do something different. I like an arcadey racing game. Top Gear was an excellent racing game, very arcadey. But you never know. You can hope. Boom. Man, your music's pretty good. Dig on that. We're gonna go easy, thanks. Yeah, let's just do 3-lap races. Beat Thomas. Yeah, I'll beat Thomas. Why not? GP race. Team and bike select. So we got blue, GPX, red, and then the other three bikes we can't pick. Engine, frame, engine, tire. Oh. I mean, that just seems unfair. Red is massive. Why average performance? Former type SSS. I don't really know what all the difference is there, but I mean, why would you not choose the one with crazy high stats unless you're trying to be like a technical person? Yeah, we're just gonna take the most ridiculous bike we can. Let's just race. I don't even find all this practice nonsense. Oh, qualifier. Round 1. So I immediately noticed that there's music, which is kind of a huge deal. Oof. Rough turn. So I see, just like GP-1, they put a lot of effort into the frames of animation of your dude turning, which gives it that nice smooth feel. Although I don't know if that music will be present in the actual race or not. Qualified for 7th. It's not the worst. Oh, I definitely got a boost there. Like, I kicked off way faster than I did on my qualifying lap. Look at you. Coming up on me. Oh, no. Get back on the road. Damn, I was doing pretty decent, I think. Not so much anymore. Boy, how fast I went from 1st to 8th, huh? And now 11th. Woof. I wonder if how easy it is to recover from a fuck up like that. Like if I'll even get back in like the top 5 or not. It doesn't appear to be a bike collision. Like we're driving right through each other, it seems like. Kind of that immersion a little bit. Ah, fudge. I really biffed that. I tried to cut a little early and didn't realize the tire things there were gonna just fucking stop me like a brick wall. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna recover on that one. I might have been able to stay in the top 10 at least, but boy, now it ain't gonna happen, I don't think. It's a rough racetrack, man. That one hairpin turn really kills the shit out of it. I wonder if I'll even be able to go to the next race. See another person. That was rough. Yeah, I finished, but dead last. Almost 10 seconds behind everyone else. It does at least let you go on to the next race. So there's that, guys. You gotta run a qualifier for everyone. Woof. Doing myself no favors here. Driving into the grass. Ouch! I'm kind of disappointed, and this is something maybe like Road Rash burned into me. I feel like when you wreck like that, you ought to go flying off your bike, man. Like, that was something I always thought was the greatest about Road Rash, is watching a dude fly through the air and then go rolling around on the ground. And like, you would fly what felt like miles in Road Rash, and then it'd only take you a few seconds to run back 20 feet to your bike, but it was still just that visceral feeling of getting thrown was there, where clearly in this one you just smash into the wall and it doesn't actually hurt you any. Again, same wall. That little S-curve kills me. Well, I beat my first lap time. Not by much, though. Woof. At least it lets you keep racing. It's not like, look, you suck, do that whole thing again. I definitely did not get the boost that time. Barely hit the dirt. Still slowed me enough to let him pass me. Ah, oh, god damn it! Really again? Just fucking tires. They're just... Boy howdy. Game punishes you something fierce if you don't stay on the freaking asphalt. I'm glad to hear that the music stuck around. You know, in the instruction book, it's like for the S turns, just go straight through them, but you can't. Or at least on the ones, that one, you sure as hell can't, because straight through just runs you into the damn wall. I'm never gonna get out of last place. God damn it. A warning! It would be nice if it would throw an arrow on the screen, be like, hey, by the way, turn coming up. Because, boy, it feels like they just come out of nowhere. And I know, like, yeah, you can kind of see the road turn a little bit, but most racing games throw you a warning. I think that would be... God damn that wall, dude. Every time. Every single time. Skill issue. Fucking... I'm awful. Yeah, I finally made that S turn. For what it matters. And that was my best lap, too. A little late. Good God. It's a joke. The graphics look good. The animation's smooth. I think I kind of missed... So when I went back and played the first one, the stands were much more pronounced. Like here, the stands are very much in the back and they don't move really. I mean, they do, but not like... I don't know, in the first game it felt like they were right next to the racetrack and it felt like it moved. It took up more space too. This one they added like more landscaping. And so yeah, I think it looks kind of nicer, but I think I actually preferred the visuals from the first one, honestly. The bike looks different too. I think the sprite's smaller. It looks shaded better, but it's definitely a smaller sprite. I think I preferred the first one's bigger fat sprite. Otherwise, the game looks good. I mean, it does. Like, if you were to judge this on its own, you'd be like, this game looks great. And it does look great. But I think I just... What the hell? I think I just prefer the first game's look over it, is it? I do prefer this game's sound. It's got music. That's a massive improvement. beat my first lap by 30 milliseconds. Hey, look. Still in last. Can I ever finish a race not in 12th? That's the test. No boost. I'd like to know how they keep their acceleration through that turn, because I sure can't seem to. They sure seem to. Fudge. Back to last place. Oh, you can see him going past you on the other side of the track. I'd probably do a lot better if I didn't keep hitting every fucking wall I come across. Well, if you're playing the game on easy, it doesn't feel like the computer is doing worse than it should be. I don't know. Usually when you set the difficulty down like that, you expect the computer to maybe perform a little poorly, but it is pretty unforgiving. I mess up, and boy, it lets me know, like, you're gone and you're never coming back, sir. God damn, look at first place on the mini map up there. He's gonna lap me by the end of this shit. This is it. This might be the race I come in not 12th. Woohoo! Oh, I'm in 11th place. Look out. Good God. Still worth 0 points, though. Goober! Race game, indeed. It is a race game. How's it going tonight, buddy? Oh, shit. hairpins. Killing me. For it being a race game, though, there's music. That's a huge step above a lot of race games. Alright, just finished dinner. Just kicking back. Right on. Played anything interesting lately? Cranky Boomer, what's going on, buddy? How you doing tonight? Howdy, Caps. Not playing anything interesting. What about you, Boomer? Played anything interesting lately? I think it's got to be more interesting than GP2 or GP-1 Part 2. Yeah, better days. Playing Coral? What is Coral? I don't even know what it is. Holy cow, I qualified for 9th place instead of 12th. Coral Island. Never heard of it. I've been playing the shit out of Helldivers. Helldivers 2, I guess. Stardew Valley Climb. Right on, now I do know what Stardew Valley is. I played Stardew Valley for a while. A couple of years ago. But, it's just like Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon. As much as I love the first Harvest Moon game, it's just kind of a relax and chill game. Like, it just became a chore to keep up with. At which point I stopped playing. God damn, hit a wall. Ooh, I'm shocked I didn't hit that wall on that turn. Come on. Like the dirt slowed me down that much? 2 dudes past me? Seems a bit much. The game is unforgiving. That is for sure. Man, just when you think you're doing alright, then you biff the shit out of it right there. Hey, 7th. That's my best finish yet. Not done. I thought that was the last lap. Ha! That's what I get for thinking. Still 7th, best finish yet. Ah, my God, let's see. Stardew Valley, not last place, inconceivable. No shit, it's tedious. This reminds me of Super Hang On. One of my online friends who likes to speedrun bad games is going to try to. Ugh. Bram Stoker's Dracula was pretty god awful, and yeah, I can see the comparison to Hang On. Super Hang On's a really good game, though. My neck is killing me. Yeah, I finally got points. That was like the 5th or 6th race. You've done well. The world's. Several teams. Pick a team. It opened up more bikes, actually. But nobody wants me. So I still... Interesting. So Team Red, which is who I was throughout that, doesn't want me anymore. But the 2 worst teams do. That's interesting. I like that even though I completely biffed that, it's still going to let me keep progressing. That's a huge deal. It's not just like, sorry, you're out. Because I've played plenty of racing games where it's just like, once you screw up or if you don't have the points, it's like, sorry, game over, basically. And that always sucks. But this one's pretty friendly about just being like, nah, keep going, man. It's a game. Play your game. New music. I'm on board with that. Shit, wall. This bike feels much looser in the turns. Like, it feels like it sort of takes them better, but also the left-right feels a lot more sensitive. Well, now that's just the regular music from the first set of races, isn't it? I thought I'd change tracks there. Maybe it's just longer? I don't know. Like 7 seconds better on my time. Look at that! Qualified for first by 0.40. But I'm not going to stay in first for long. Well, that's a nice little bit of animation. Oh, that's interesting. It challenges you to individual races? Or not. No boost. It only made it seem like it was challenging you to an individual race. It's still just a regular race. Get... Stay on the grass, stupid. We're on the... Not the grass, the road. I'm an environmentalist at heart. I just want to touch grass. Man! It's a good thing there's no collision in this game, because I'd be doing even worse than I already am if I hit something every time I brushed another sprite. Although it does feel weird, because I don't think I've ever played a racing game before that basically completely ignores sprite contact. Damn, that turn gets me. Vroom, 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 vroom. Meow, 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 meow. Fuck! Well, that race is over now. You hug a wall like that and you're all but done. That sucks. I feel like I was actually viable for like a top 5 maybe finish there. And I beefed it. That's kind of upsetting. Real close to that wall again there. I mean, look, 5th, that's the best I've done all game, man. I'm pretty happy with that. T. Connor's the one that challenged me to a race. I wonder if I get anything special for that. Probably not. I lost this time, but I'll beat you next time. Ah, so now is where I get to finally upgrade my machine. Top speed, torque, tire grip, handling. Oh, and that's so it costs 7 points for engine, 20 for suspension, 7 for tire. Oh, I get 9 points to spend across all of it. I guess those are the maxes. Huh. Interesting. And the password save. Malaysia. You know, assuming that these tracks I'm racing on are based off real tracks, motorcycle racers are fucking nuts, dude. Be taking all these crazy ass turns on a bike at 200 miles an hour, like, no, thank you. I feel like the World GP is friendlier, maybe. That's Xander. That helps you out. Yeah, I guess. Do I get a choice? I mean, I guess I could say no. I wonder what no would do, you know? No quick start. Rival. Assuming that's definitely the guy that challenged me, right? Nice. It definitely feels like, regardless of how well I did on my qualifying lap, these dudes are going way faster than that. Shit. That's not gonna help me. 6 dudes passed me. 7. No, not the wall. Damn it. It's like, with this and the qualifying laps, it's like 5 laps I hadn't hit the damn wall. And then just suddenly, wall. And then grass. Fell apart. I was doing so well. Not anymore. God damn. From like top 3 to fucking last almost. It's frustrating. Beating my rival this time. Ugh, it sucks. God damn, he kicked my shit. Hey, you lost. You suck. I bet I just get more points for my tune-ups. Watch out. Shit, no shit, dude. I get no points this time, huh? Boo hiss. Alright, I think we'll do the qualifier for this one and then probably call it a night. Just to see another track. Oh my god. Wait, haven't we already raced this one? I raced this one already, didn't I? Am I out of my mind? No. I feel like I raced this one, or I feel one raced one real close to it. No, I raced this one already. I'm repeating tracks now. I wonder if that's because I did so poorly in that last one. I didn't even think to like look at the names of the tracks. Yeah, I definitely did this one already. I think this is the one I came in 5th on or some shit, isn't it? Yeah, because I remember that little dog leg right there. That's kind of a pooper. It's like, sorry dude, you did too poorly. Go back and try these other ones again. Well, I guess final thoughts on it then. Visually, I think it looks really good. I think I did prefer GP-1 for the GP-1. The background didn't feel quite so bland because it was like the stadium and it felt more like it was like right up on the track instead of just like way in the backdrop. Also, the sprites for GP-1 were bigger, although I think the shading on this one is better and it's just as detailed. Like, they put a lot of effort into the leaning animation frames. It looks smooth, it looks sharp, and there's something to be said for it. The menus look good. The sound is okay. There's music. Jesus, there's music. Thank you. There's nothing worse than a racing game with no music whatsoever. It's just terrible. Gameplay, it's alright. I put it on easy, dude, and it's smoking my bags. There's no question of that. It's definitely a skill issue. Like, you got to get good at this and get the turning down right. And sometimes it felt like I had it, and other times very much not. It's interesting there's no collision in the game. Maybe that's just because they felt like with motorcycles, I don't know, you get too many of them next to each other and then it would really screw the game's balance up. But it's just something I'm not used to. Usually racing games, you collide with all the other racers too, which is great because you can count on them to give you a little speed boost when they hit you in the butt, but not in this game at all. In the end, it plays well, it looks good, but it's not fun. Like, it's just another racing game, and it doesn't do anything to stand out or be more entertaining. Like, I like arcade racer games. Rock and Roll Racing's great. You can shoot people. It's got an amazing soundtrack. Biker Mice from Mars, same kind of concept. You know, this game looks sharp, but I mean, it's just racing. It's kind of boring, you know. So I don't know. And while it looks good and it sounds decent, it's you know, I mean, you could look all the way back to Top Gear, and Top Gear is just racing. But that game looked good, and the soundtrack was friggin' baller, and the races were super fast. It wasn't like, you know, you're not upgrading your car and keeping track of all this and that. I mean, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's boring, frankly. So, yawn at the end of it. I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. I don't think it's worth going out and seeking, you know. I mean, it's like Cranky Boomer, like he said. I mean, like, Super Hang-On exists. It's a good game too, and I can agree to that as well. But it's the same thing. It's just a fucking racing game. Let's see. So far, we've done Hockey Night, Metal Morph, GP-1. That means Saturday I got something going on. So Sunday night I'll be playing Micro Machines. Now, Micro Machines I know is a multiplayer racing game. It's a super solid game. I've played it before, and it's pretty well liked by the community in general in retro games, like it and the Sega Genesis version. I would love to get me one of the J cards for the Sega Genesis version. I thought those were always super cool. It's a cartridge that actually has the third and fourth player plug on the cartridge itself, so you could play 4 players. And I imagine that it's 4 players on here as well. Maybe I'll try to get my wife and son to play with me, but we'll see. Anyway, that's it, guys. I appreciate you tonight. Lord Goober, Cranky Boomer, and be watched on VOD or checks us on YouTube later. Appreciate you guys too. We'll see you on Sunday night. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.